guys, welcome to another class of Pilates with TZ. So today we're going to start off opening into the front of the chest because I find so many people with all these lockdowns are still at the computer or at the desk or watching TV and getting sore necks. I'm seeing a lot of complaints of a neck and shoulder, the whole area hurting from long periods at the computer. So starting off, we're going to warm up into the shoulders, then we'll warm up wrists for later. First coming into your box shape, hands underneath the shoulders, wrists slightly under the shoulders, engaging into the abs. Pull the shoulder blades down the spine, inhale, and as you exhale, rounding into the back, tucking the chin in. So just to open into that spine, you want to round into the top of the shoulders, inhale. As you exhale, sinking the belly, lifting the head. Although the abs are connected, you want to let them hang. Neutral spine, inhale, exhale, round. Neutral spine, coming onto your fingertips, pull the shoulder blades down the spine and gently walk the hands forward to where you can maintain this position. Bringing it back, you're going to lift the fingers, bend the elbows are facing you, just to stretch a little bit into the fingers, forearms, so open the fingers nice and wide, and then pull the fingers up. And then lift in the palms, fingers are nice and wide, lift in the thumbs, release, and bring it back under the shoulders, hands to the side, bring it in as close as you can, and then gently sink from one side to the other. Feel the stretch into the whole wrist. Taking the palms to the ceiling, rounding into the back, bringing it back to neutral spine, hands flat, hands to the side, and then you want the fingers facing the knees. Rounding into the back, maybe to stretch more if you're more flexible. To stretch more into those forearm extensors, you can pull back and release. Gently coming into a child's pose. And you really want to get onto those fingers, pull the shoulder blades down the spine and sink the back as much as you can. Fingers are pushing into the mat. Inhale, exhale, coming into your box shape, tucking toes, and slowly lowering yourself to the mat. So what we want to do is aim to open the front of the shoulders, working into strengthening the back. So you're going to inhale, only upper body is lifting now. Take the arms up behind you, palms to the ceiling. Lift the upper body, pull into or push the belly into the mat. Keep the abs connected. Bring the palms in line, the fingers in line with the temple. Lifting the upper body and then open the arms. So you want to open those arms as wide as you can. Small movement, but it's going to work. Palms to the ceiling, rest. Or stay up here. Inhale, exhale, palms to the temples, fingers open wide. Inhale, exhale, open up and release. Try and keep the arms lifted. So we're working into triceps more as well. Inhale, push the belly, keep the abs connected, exhale up, open the palms, release. 4. Palms, fingers to temples, open up. 5. Keep the head in line with the spine. Exhale. 6. Pull the shoulders down the spine as you do that. Then just taking the arms behind you and hold it up here. 9. And release. Exhale. 10. Release. 11. Release. 12. Release. 13. Release. 14. Release. Keep it up if you can, or you rest in between. 15. 16. Palms up. 17. 18. Exhale, 19. Exhale, 20. Remember, this is the year. Things will change and improve. 21. Release it down. Arms next to you. Ear and cheek to one side. Just relax the shoulders. Changing to the other side. And when you're ready to, coming up. We're going to do 21 again. This time the hands, the fingers at the temples, you stay here. We're going to stay up and just keep opening those palms. The elbows. Sit up nice and tall, only upper body. Inhale, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, exhale. 4, push the belly into the mat. 5, 6, 7, 8, pull the shoulders down the spine. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, release it down. So maybe you want to come back into a child's pose or cat and cow, but we are working more into the upper back. Today we are working, the request was inner thighs, so we're going to work inner thighs lying on our belly, but we've got one more set to do. The next one we're going to do is taking your hands onto the mid back. The back of the palm is onto the back and it stays here. As you lift up, you're going to lift everything up. As you lift up, you open those elbows, but don't wear them as earrings, your shoulders. Pull them down the spine and try and squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can rest in between on the mat or stay up. So inhale, lift the upper body, stretch the legs like you're a piece of toffee, lift the knees off the mat, don't bend them, and squeeze. 1, 2, pull those shoulder blades down the spine. 3, exhale. 4, 5, 6, open up. 7, 8, 9, keep the legs still, only upper body moves. 10, 11, 12, 13, pull the shoulders down the spine. 14, open the front of the chest. 15, feel the stretch. Exhale. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and hold it here. 1, 2, 4. Pull the shoulders down the spine. Open the front of the chest. 10, 11, 12. Feel like a piece of toffee. 16, 17, 18, 20. Release it down. So even if you're somebody who's more flexible into your back, you probably won't feel the effects of sitting at the computer as much. And you might not feel it as much but it does help to open the shoulders. For the next one, you're going to rest your forehead on your step hands. Pull the shoulders down the spine and just relax the upper body. Pull the tummy in. You're going to rotate full thigh onto the mat. You're going to lift the legs, don't bend the knees, so lift the thighs as much as you can, and you bring your feet together. If you're less flexible in your spine, you'll see that you just don't go as high, which is fine. We're aiming on getting into lower back and inner thigh. If your back is hurting, then just take the feet up and down. So inhale, rotating all 10 toes onto the mat, the whole center of the thighs on the mat. Inhale, lifting the legs, squeeze together for 1. So I want your ankles and toes to touch. 4, 5, 6. Pull those abs in and press it into the mat. 9, 10. That helps to protect the back. 11, 12. Squeeze. 13, 14, 15, 16. Should be reaching that leg all the way from the back to the toes. 20, all 5 toes. Turn the toes out. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't bend those knees. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Release it down. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale. Now we're going to stretch into that spine because it does work a lot into that lower back. So rounding, arch. One more round. Top of the shoulders, lower back. Arch. Last one. Round and arch. Next one we're going to do is a bit more core than actual back exercises. Just make sure your wrists are warm or that you have more padding under the wrists. So we're lying on our belly. The hands are underneath the shoulders. Here I'm aiming to work more inner thigh. So I want you to, as you lift up, I want your foot to come, flexing your toes to the floor of the leg we're going to lift. And then when you bring it into the body, you're twisting it towards the other leg, and then you'll see we're going to come up. So lift up, lift up. Stay in your plank, 1 foot up. Flex that foot across the body, in. You're going to bring it in, into the body, down, and come down. Lift up, inhale. You can lift from upper body to lower. Other foot comes off, flex that foot. Squeeze it across, bring it in, across, down, release. Inhale, exhale. Take your foot up, flex it, squeeze, bring it in, squeeze, down, all the way down. Inhale, exhale, push up, foot up, squeeze it across, bring it in, squeeze it in, across, bring it down, release. 5, squeeze it up, across with the flex foot, bring it in, across, bring it back, and down. Squeeze up, bring it up, squeeze, bring it in, squeeze, take it back, down, coming up, take the leg up, first side, squeeze it in, across, down, up, squeeze it up, across, bring it in, across, take it back and down, up, squeeze, across, in, across, down, 10, up, squeeze across, bring it in, squeeze across, down, exhale, inhale, lift, exhale, squeeze, inhale, back, exhale in, and inhale, up, take it up, squeeze it in, bring it in, squeeze it in, bring it back, and down, up, across, in, across, down, nearly there, guys, up, leg in, leg spring comes it in, squeeze it in, take it down, squeeze back, across, in, across, down, nearly there, up, across, in, across, back, up, across, in, across, back. Almost there, guys. Up, across, in, across, back. Exhale, inhale, engage, exhale, up, in, down, up, across, in, across, down. 2 more, up, squeeze it in, squeeze those inner thighs, down. This is the last one, across, in, across, back, all the way down, and just rest. Arms next to you, ear and cheek to one side. Taking it to the other ear and cheek. Coming back to center, hands under the shoulders. So we worked more core there, maybe wrists. So coming onto your fingertips, from a box shape, walk your hands forward, reach it onto those fingertips. Pull the shoulders down the spine. Feel the stretch into the front of the forearms. Release. Lift it up. Release it down. Now we're going to come into a modified box. So you're going to lift your knees so your back's a little higher. And we're going to take the heels together, push the butt back, and squeeze the knees out, and then squeeze them in. So heels together, feet are hip width apart. And squeeze, 1. Squeeze those knees, 2. Squeeze, you can push back, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze, 6, squeeze the knees, 7, squeeze the knees, 8, squeeze, 9, squeeze, 10, 11, 12, 13, squeeze, 14, 15, keep the bend into the knees, 16, open wide. 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Sink down and push back. Reaching the back down, the arms forward, pull the shoulder blades down the spine. Next one to do, so stretch if you need to inner thighs, maybe take the knees wide. If this is comfortable, sit on your haunches, knees wider than the mat. Otherwise, coming onto your butt and doing a diamond. For the next one, you're going to be on your elbows, we're lifting the butt. Now you're taking the feet a bit wider, where you can get the knees together and then open and close the knees. So keep the knees bent, push the shoulders up the spine, squeeze, don't grip with the hands, lighten the clasp on the fingers, squeeze the knees together, feet are hip width, open, 1, 2, push back, 3, push those knees out, 4, squeeze, 5, 6, 7, 8, pull those abs in, 9, push the shoulders up the spine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and release it down. Coming onto your back. Soles of the feet together as you bring it in. Hands, I like to clasp underneath my feet to push the knees open, or the elbows are pushing, and you should get a nice stretch. But truthfully, we're working the whole core, so let's stretch into the upper body, come into a diamond when you're done, rounding into the back, reach it forward, bring your elbows as close as you can to the mat, in front of the shins, tuck the chin in, rounding into that whole spine. And gently coming up. We're going to move on to work into more inner thigh and core. So come in, grab some water if you need, and come lie on your back. So when you're on the back here, you want to imprint the spine, push that spine into the mat, engage in those abs. The hands are resting beside you. If you have an issue with your neck, you can rest your head on a block because it really helps to push. There's an exercise you get when you go for a rehab, and one of the things is to push your head. And I find the block really helps to do that, to really engage, because we spend our lives with our head forward, and you really need to work those muscles to reset it to where it should be. So taking the feet up. If you struggle to keep your feet straight, it should be easier on this one. So taking the feet up, I want you to turn the toes out. Heels together, toes out. Relaxing the hands onto the mat. It's going to work core a little bit, but here we're going to go into inner thigh. So taking those arms to a comfortable position, heels out. You're going to bend the knees, squeeze the knees out, squeeze those inner thighs, and as you stretch it up, you squeeze all the way to the inner thigh. Inhale, engage. Exhale, squeeze, bend. Inhale, exhale, straight up, squeeze. Or it's inhale, bend, open wide. Exhale, squeeze it up for 2. Inhale, engage, exhale out. inhale, exhale, 3. Or inhale, exhale, squeeze, 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 4. Try to get those inner thighs where you're squeezing from the pubic bone to the heels. 5. Inhale, 6. If you find it's too much to keep those knees out, but you should manage, 7. Rather work on this movement than straightening up, 8. So if you're here and you're not straightening, push the knees out and then come here, 9. Or straight up, 10. Squeeze. 11. 12. 13. Pull those abs in. 14. Squeeze it up. Exhale, 15. Squeeze, squeeze. 16. Heels are touching. 17. It should be a subtle exhausting. 18. 19. 20. 1. 2. Shake it up. 3. Squeeze all the way. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Nearly there. Should be working those inner thighs. 10. 11. 12. Squeeze it up. 13. Nearly time for a delicious stretch. 14. Pull those abs in. 15. 16. 17. Squeeze. 18. 19. 20. Bring it down. Soles of the feet together. Open it wide to stretch. So you really want to get it up. If that's not enough, come up into your butterfly. Bring those heels close as you can, and fold forward. Whichever one you need to get is even quite a nice deep stretch. When you're ready, taking the feet up. Now you want to touch the toes. So with the toes touching, you're going to bend the knees out and squeeze it up. So you should be working into a slightly different inner thigh muscle. So it's inhale, bend, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, hook toes, right? 5, squeeze it out, 6, 7, squeeze the knees together, 8, squeeze the knees out. Whichever one you find works more, 9, or maybe alternate, 10, squeeze it in, 11, 12, squeeze it in, 13, 14, I find it's nicer to keep my knees together, 15, let them separate. When you come up, squeeze them together. When you go down, open those knees, 18, 19, 20, squeeze, 21, and bend, squeeze those knees together and take it up and hold Squeeze the knees as close as you can for 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bend the knees. Keep those toes touching. Heels out. Squeeze the knees for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Squeeze. 19, 20, 21. Taking the soles of the feet together. And really push those knees out. This is a great stretch for me. When you're ready to, again, taking the feet up. This time, you're going to take the heels together, open the legs wide. So keep reaching all the way from the groin to the heel. Tummy's pulled in, pull those abs in, squeeze it out for 1. Squeeze it together. 2. Squeeze. 3. Squeeze. 4. Open as wide as comfortable. 5. Stretch it out. Squeeze it in. 7. Squeeze it in. 8. Squeeze. 9. Squeeze. 10. 11. Squeeze. 12. This is the harder part for me, so this is where I'll exhale. Maybe this is harder for you. 13. Squeeze. So maybe it's inhale, engage, exhale out. Inhale, engage, exhale, squeeze. 14. 15. I think 2 exhales is a better option. 15. 16. Squeeze it up. Don't lock the knees, but squeeze. 17. Reaching from the groin to the heel. 18. 19. 20. 21. Take it out as wide as you can. Keep the toes, the feet flexed. Rotate those inner thighs towards your belly and open as wide as you can. Impulse. 1. Toes to the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bring it in and soles of the feet together. If you find you're working your hip flexors as well, bring the feet hip width apart, sink the knees to one side, up, sink, up. And or if it's not enough for you, coming into your diamond shape, push the knees out and fold forward. Next one to go through, again into abs, flexing the toes. Now we're crisscrossing, one foot in front of the other, but those feet are turned out. Shoulders relaxed, pull the tummy in. You can lift your head and shoulders, or you can rest your head on the block, or rest your head on the mat. If you're lifting tennis ball between the chest and the chin, pull the abs in, one foot in front of the other, heel to heels out, and squeeze. Other one in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, reach it up, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Hold it here. One foot in front, squeeze. 1, 2, pull. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Reach in from the inner thighs to the heels. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Change. 1, 3, 4. If you can't do this straight, you have to bend your legs, do this. 18, 20, 21. Release it down. Try and work at keeping the legs up. I know it's a lot. When you're ready to hug the knees into the chest, come into lie on your side. Oh, we've still got to do some back. Doesn't matter. So, the one arm is underneath the shoulder, the other arm is to the ceiling. Stacking the hips, we're going to lift both feet, flexing the toes, I find works more. Squeeze it up for 1, 2, 3, or you can have your hand here, 4, 5, 6, pull those abs in, 7, squeeze the inner thighs, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, this always works my obliques, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and hold it here as high as you can, squeeze, lift the bottom leg, 1, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Change sides. So taking the other arm straight, stacking the hips, flexing the toes for me is always nicer. It's a lot on balance. If you find balance hard, you can bring your hand down, squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze those inner thighs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pull the abs in. 10. Always protect the back. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exhale. 16. Nearly there. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Hold it up and squeeze. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21. Release it down. Coming to the first side. So we're going to stay up on our elbow. Make sure you have the stacking from the shoulder to the elbow. So nice straight line. And then lift up. So I don't want you sinking down. Straightening the legs. One foot is behind, the other foot lifts. You can have your hand here for balance. Then we're going to take that top foot onto the bottom. First with the heel above the knee, lift the toes. Squeeze it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Open this knee. 9, 10. Flexing that foot to the ceiling. 11, 12, 13. Sit up nice and tall. 14. Exhale. 15, 16, 18, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it should be working both in the thighs. 15, 16, nearly there. 17, lift up. 18, 19, 20, 21. Change sides. Coming to your second side. So onto your elbow. 1 foot behind, lift the foot. Sit up and squeeze. 1. Flex that foot, open that knee. 3, 4. You're light on the toes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2. Open this knee. 4. Push it out. 5, 6. Lightly. 7, 8, 9. Sit up. And 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bring it down and fold forward. So we're working inner thigh, so we want to bring those heels close to the perineum and then sink down as you push the knees out. Coming to the first side is here. So, if you need, this one will do this here. Keeping that foot on the floor, your inner thighs to the ceiling. You're going to lift it up and then lift the butt. Squeeze it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I feel both. 9, 10. Squeeze that perineum. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Lift up, hold. 1. Flex the foot. 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bring it down, changing sides. So yes, we're working core, inner thigh, and both inner thighs. I'm definitely finding the one on the mat's probably working more, and maybe it's different for you. Different flexibility with everyone, different working. So lift up, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If it's too much, you can put the bum on the floor. 21. Hold it. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bring it down, fold forward, and reach one arm over. Or stretch first the inner thighs, and then reach it over. Stretch inner thighs again, and reach it over. So we're stretching obliques and inner thighs. Next one to do. Then we're going to work a little bit into butt and inner thighs. So, coming into your first side, you're going to bend the knee, take it up into your turn, flexing both feet, squeeze it up for 1, working into here, 2, 3, squeeze, 4, 5, 6, yes it will work here, want you to feel here more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, so it's the butt moving it up, so you're keeping those knees wide, 19, 20, hold it up, open wider, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. Come down, change sides, stacking the shoulders, bending the knees, opening up, lift it up, and squeeze. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19, 20. Hold it up. Open wide as you can. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bring it down. And so for me, a nice stretch to that inner thigh of the one leg, and then bring the other leg in, hug it in. So I'm stretching into this inner thigh and this hip flexor, and then reach it over into the oblique. And changing sides, bringing the other foot in, and push that knee out, squeeze that hip flexor in, and then maybe pull in, reach over to stretch into obliques. Coming back to center, just come into your diamond shape. Setting up now for back. So coming to lie on your back. Feet are hip width apart. If you want to, you can put a block, a small ball, or a cushion between the thighs. You're going to lift the butt, squeeze the butt, feet are hip width apart, tap the tailbone, squeeze the knees together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, squeeze, 8, pull the tummy in to protect the back, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Squeeze and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull the tummy in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. Squeeze those inner thighs. 19. Pull the abs in. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze the butt. 7. We can get through this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bring the heels together, open the knees wide and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Pull those abs in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, nearly there, 18, 19, 20, squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Open the knees as wide as comfortable. My heels are touching and toes turned out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pull those abs in. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hold it up here. 21. Squeeze. Lift the chest. Lift the butt. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze. 12. Pull those abs in. 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bring it in. Hug the knees into the chest. So if you fold that into your back, come into your happy baby for the stretch, where you clasp your elbows to the inside of the knees, your hands to the outside of the foot, and you pull down. To round a little bit more into the back, taking the hands to the inside of the knees, and then pull right down. So that does help to round the back a little bit, lower back, and loosen a bit if you're finding it too tight. Releasing the hands to the mat, sinking the knees to one side. So I find this is great for the hip flexors, for the quads. If it doesn't work for you, then maybe you want to do just this inner thigh stretch. See which one suits you most. Gently bring it back to center. Hands behind the knees, inhale, roll up, cross the feet. Taking one hand behind the back. Sit up nice and tall, as if you're between two panes of glass, and then gently pull that head over as you push the shoulder down. And coming up, taking that hand out, gently push over. Hand to the outside of the head, softly push up. Changing the other arm behind you, inhale, exhale, pull down. Hand out to the side, gently coming up, and just to open into the front of the chest, the hands are behind you, open the front of the chest, the fingers are facing you. I find just to help it, maybe you can do it with your fingers facing the other way. And then open the front of the chest, lift the butt, but it's not about how high you get the butt, it's about opening into the front of the chest and taking the head back. Gently release. Come into sit cross-legged. Last one, clasping your fingers, interlace the fingers, open palm or closed palm, whichever one works more, and then lift the palm up. So that should stretch into the whole front of that shoulder. Gently release it. Keeping the interlace, you're going to bring that one hand is right behind the back, the other one's out. Open the elbow and puff the chest out. Release, the other arm's behind the back. Pull that shoulder blade down the spine, open up, release. Change to the unnatural interlace, lift in the palms and roll forward. Release. Thank you for joining me in another session of Pilates with TZ. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can continue to get my classes weekly as I upload them. See you next one. Stay safe.